This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
How the Hazleton Area Public Library is trying to bring new life to a former church in downtown Hazleton. That story and more next. Hi everyone, I'm Ken Kara. Thank you for watching today. We have district championship cross country and tennis results coming up in a bit, but first it's our news feature. The Hazleton Area Public Library decided to be a really good neighbor when a piece of property near them fell into disrepair and was attracting unlawful activities. Our Lisa Sugart has the story.
The Hazleton Area Public Library has taken a very big interest in the former St. Paul's Methodist Church in Hazleton. In fact, the church is located right next to the library, and the library purchased it at a tax sale.
Our board made the purchase at a tax sale last year after the property had been vacant several years. There was an absentee landlord. The building had fallen into some disrepair. We had break-ins and some trouble back there, and it was bothersome for the library. You know, we worried about our own property because of something that could possibly happen so close to us. The buildings are actually very close in the back, and we worried about the safety of our building and the integrity of it. We didn't like the criminal element that would happen back there. That was also a concern. So the board bought it primarily out of protection for the library, just to kind of control the building's destiny. We were afraid it would either go to another absentee landlord or just remain vacant for an extended period of time. So the board made a purchase at the tax sale without a plan for expansion of the library, but it was just primarily out of protection and to give the community an opportunity to possibly renovate or repurpose the structure.
Now, this is a gorgeous building, a beautiful piece of history in our area. It is truly a beautiful building. So you're hoping someone will step forward and purchase this building and turn it into something that will be a positive part of the revitalization of downtown Hazleton. So you had a virtual meeting to discuss this. So what came out of that meeting?
We had the virtual meeting and we talked about the fact that we've seen a lot of development in downtown. We see buildings that are at 75 to 100% occupancy, the office buildings. We talked about the need for housing in our community, and we realized this is a property that could be used that fits the plan of downtown Hazleton. Krista Schneider was here and talked about the 5-year strategic plan that we had for downtown Hazleton and the arts and the innovation district, entrepreneurship. And this is an ideal fit for some of that.
There are many possibilities that could come from this, and you're hoping now that someone shows interest and steps forward.
We did a little bit of research and saw a number of churches that have been repurposed, and they are breweries and restaurants. We saw an imaging center for healthcare. We saw an adult, active adult center, almost like a daycare for Alzheimer's patients, and some beautiful things. An office in New Jersey for Audible audiobooks. Their office in New Jersey is beautiful, how they redid this church. You get some bright open spaces with the windows and the architecture, but you also can, move to smaller office spaces within that.
So now the next step, you have put a timeline on this, like a deadline on it for when people can submit proposals to you.
We asked for proposals to be submitted to the library by November 20th. We're looking for someone in the community with a proven track record that they can take a project like this and see it through. We're looking for someone with the financial means to do that as well. There are grants out there, and some of the more experienced developers will know, where to reach out, but there will also be community assistance for them, helping them get grants. We all want each other to succeed. There's definitely a goal in that for downtown, and there's a great spirit of cooperation.
If someone watching this is interested, do they contact you? What do they do?
They can reach out to me. We can share a copy of our informational meeting. We have it recorded. I can send out a link to it. We have a website that shows a little bit of information about St. Paul's. It's www.stpaul's stpaulproject.com. And I have a brochure we can also mail out that has the information on it. So if they get in touch with me, we'll set them up with all the information they need.
Well, I think it's great that you're trying to preserve this beautiful piece of our history. I mean, a really irreplaceable structure that could become one of the focal points of downtown Hazleton. So good luck. I hope someone does step forward, and I hope you have a great, beautiful neighbor right next to the Hazleton Area Public Library.
Thank you very much, Lisa. We miss having the neighborhood active and vibrant. You know, we had a school behind it, across from us. We had a church. So we were used to a little bit more activity in the neighborhood. So we would love to have some good neighbors again.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Robert Stevens Face and Body, the place to go for all your skincare and boutique needs. Stop by or call 570-788-7546. Also go to their Facebook page for weekly updates.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight we have a 30% chance of rain, mainly after 5 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 43 degrees. Then a hazardous weather outlook, as rain is currently expected Thursday and Thursday night. Some of the rain may be moderate to heavy at times, resulting in localized poor drainage flooding. On Thursday, there is a 90% chance of rain, mainly after 7 a.m., with a high of 47 degrees. New precipitation amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch possible. At night, a 90% chance of precipitation. We will have a low of 34 degrees. New precipitation amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch possible. Friday, snow and rain, high near 38 degrees with an 80% chance of precipitation. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 23 degrees. Saturday is sunny with a high of 43. At night, partly cloudy with a low of 31. Sunday, we have a 30% chance of showers after 2 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 51. And Sunday night, a 30% chance of showers before 8 p.m., partly cloudy with a low of 29 degrees. Let's go quick to the SSPTV Standard Speaker Scoreboard. The top-seeded doubles team of Alyssa Mazurek and Maddie Terracino from Hazleton area have won 2 matches at the District 2 AAA Doubles Championship. They are now in the semifinals set for Thursday against Julia and Madison Schreiber of North Pocono. Weatherly area won the District 11 Single A Boys Cross Country Championship on Tuesday. Joel V. Nunez of Shenandoah Valley was 10th in that race. At the AA meet, North Schuylkill's Justin Williams was 5th and his teammate Jack Flynn was 9th. Still to come are in-depth community and sports features, and in the SSPTV Spotlight, a clip from our show, Mass for Inspiration.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Vassal V. Marascu, age 78, of Hazleton. A funeral service will be held on Thursday at 11 a.m. at the John J. Pustay Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 4 to 6 p.m. and on Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. Eleanor Sue Petchkel, age 90, Beaver Meadows. Mass will be Thursday at 10 a.m. at St. Peter and Paul Byzantine Catholic Church in Beaver Meadows. The Frank J. Bonham Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Frederick R. Prosky, age 71, of Drums. Mass will be Thursday at 10 a.m. at Good Shepherd Church in Drums. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The McNulty Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Gary Richard Shupp, age 69, of Mountaintop. A celebration of life will be held on Sunday at 4 p.m. at the McCune Funeral Home in Mountaintop. Friends may call Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. at the funeral home. And Vita P. Simmons of Meadville, who passed away on October 19th. The Firo Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.